know I didn't watch them on
They've at least
NXT.
interfered in matches at Takeover because I don't watch NXT on a
I
regular
don't know.
basis.
I don't think
Most
they
of the
did.
time, I don't. I don't know.
So I really don't. If I did see the Forgotten Sons, I did forget them and their name follows himself. But I don't think I've ever seen the Forgotten Sons. So I think they're new to me. I'm just
We
throwing that out
shall
there. It doesn't
see.
matter. Really doesn't matter. I just don't. I honestly don't think I've ever seen the fuckers. Because when I was looking them up, apparently Blake Shelton is one of the members. I was like, well, where the fuck? How did that
No,
happen?
what? Blake Shelton is a country singer, isn't
Well,
he?
whatever the fuck the guy's name
Benjamin
is.
Shelton, and maybe he joined them, but when they were in NXT,
What?
it was three white guys, and they were like bikers, and then their leader, it was like a tag team with a leader, and their leader's like
Oh,
they're like
Wesley Blake. Sorry, yeah,
there you
Wesley
go.
Blake. Yeah,
I'm like that doesn't sound right.
from Wesley Blake.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, that's like, well, what the fuck, man? I don't. Who was Blake and Murphy? That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, fuck, I didn't even know he was still around, let alone Forgotten Sonning it.
Well, that explains their name, right? He was the one who was left behind while the other one was called up.
He's quite forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Quite.
Quite. So that's
So,
our predictions for the show. We don't really have a tiebreaker. Do we need one?
let's just do easy tiebreaker. Who gets the briefcase first, female or male?
Okay.
Because right, I mean, if they're happening at the same time, they're not going to grab them at the same time, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna let you call this one though.
All right, I'm going to say female. I think they're going to end with a men's grab, and so I'm going to say female.
All right. And let's. I just gotta say, I've heard rumors, a lot of speculation. These WWE hackers that affects their tweets and their weekly programming. Maybe CM Punk. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
Peeling.
Wouldn't that be fun if he won? That'd be great. There's nobody for him to really go after though. Like who would CM Punk against the corporation rage against? There's nobody.
I don't know, but I would love to see Punk Drew McIntyre matches.
That would be good.
That's all I know. Way better than Punk Strowman matches.
Yeah. That would not be good.
So yeah, I would love to see some Punk Drew McIntyre
I want to
matches
see
if that were the
Strowman
case.
versus Big Show versus Great Khali.
Oh, that's 5 stars no matter where you are.
That's Vince's wet dream right there. Find a way to resurrect Andre the Giant.
That's a main event in any city, buddy. 7 stars in the Tokyo Dome.
Well, now it's time for us to crack into it. It's this week's Shortage Sentinel. The warehouses are run dry, folks, and the news is a little slow. We still got to bring you what we can find. So we're
here.
Searching.
We're searching all over.
Just that, yes. Yes. At the head of the Shortage Sentinel, I must say tonight, show on Pasty's End is brought to you by Lake Superior Sir Duluth Oatmeal Stout. It's pretty damn good.
And on Fat Mac here, I'm having myself a little bit of the bubbly. That's right, bubbly sparkling water, strawberry flavored, no other bullshit, natural flavors. I love the bubbly. It's a little bit of the bubbly. No, it's not alcoholic. It's sparkling water. It's good shit. I treat myself to like 3 or 4 a week.
So
it's some of the
LaCroix.
best. It's like the best water you'll ever. It's the best non-alcoholic beverage you'll ever drink. It's good shit.
Bud Light Seltzer?
No. It actually has flavor.
All Elite Wrestling is doing its best to ensure the safety of its talent and staff ahead of Dynamite tonight. 2 nights ago. With the current coronavirus pandemic going around, there's a lot of controversy as to whether or not live shows and sporting events should be allowed to continue. However, AEW is being allowed to continue tapings its shows in Jacksonville, Florida from Daly's Place. Everyone involved in the tapings was not allowed into the venue without first receiving a COVID-19 rapid test.
Rapid test.
Other measures have been taken, such as implementing portable washing stations, hand sanitizer stations, mandatory masks, and enforcing social drinking. Distancing. Either way. Especially during breaks. Furthermore, it's confirmed that the tests were supplied by AEW themselves. Whoop whoop!
So that's cool. That's actually really cool. It's good that they are taking that step. But then this just opens up that other argument for whether they should or should not open these things up. With tests being, and I know they're not as hard to come by now, but tests still aren't easy to come by in non-metro areas. And now you're having like everybody at AEW just take these tests for the hell of it. It's like, is that good? Or if they're going to risk it, should they risk it? You know, it's like people need those tests, like
right.
Nurses and nursing homes and doctors, and you know, I don't know. It's just, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just playing devil's advocate here, saying that completely opens up another one of those arguments.
In Minnesota, when you get the COVID test standard as a regular normie, it's a 3 to 5 day wait for your results. So.
And that's if you can go to a clinic that has them.
Yeah.
And not a lot of clinics have them. I mean, I'd say 50% maybe.
Yeah.
Obviously, again, the more metro areas have more of them. But I know there's some places that they have to order them out a week. Then they take a week to get there. And it's like, well, shit, what does it last? Like a week and a half? So I'm not saying it's bad. In fact, I think it's awesome that AEW is paying for the tests and is mandating that everybody does it to protect their staff and crew. I think that's awesome. I think it's good.
I just hope they're not taking up too many masks, you know, like not buying surpluses out and shit.
Yeah.
Get what you need. I don't know.
And the whole, you know, this comes back to my whole social distancing thing that I don't like or agree with anyways. Enforcing social distancing, especially during breaks. Just fucking either do it or don't.
Right.
Like, what if you're not going to do it when they're not on a break? What the fuck does it matter?
They're coming in contact the entire time they're not on a break.
I mean, I get the guys in the ring are not going to be able to social distance, and that's understandable. That's the risk they're taking. Wrestlers take risks every time they get in a ring. But for the staff and the crew and whatever else, it's like if they're not social distancing the rest of the time, don't fucking make them do it during the break.
Besides,
it's dumb.
This is AEW we're talking about. If a COVID-19 breaks out, you just call it a death match, right?
Exactly. That's what we call it. We get the vaccine on a pole match.
Why has nobody done that yet?
I don't know.
WWE needs to do that and put Roman Reigns in that match.
They will. Okay? I mean, let me just say that, Pasty. They will. Moving on. The next one's null and void. No, it doesn't matter anyway. So, Major League Wrestling, Pasty. We keep getting new news about Major League Wrestling. Good for these guys. It's positive, too. MLW signed another pay-per-view distribution deal. This after we just talked about a new one that they had last week. It was announced Tuesday that MLW has signed a new pay-per-view distribution agreement with DirecTV. MLW events will begin airing on DirecTV this weekend, beginning with MLW Saturday Night Super Fight May 7th, baby. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Which already passed, but, you know. Battle Riot 2 will air on May 14th. The Opera Cup on 2019, or Opera Cup 2019 will air on May 21st. All events begin at 8 p.m. Eastern, and replays will be available all month. DirecTV is one of the biggest pay-per-view distributors in this in the United States, so another big get for MLW. They seem to be hot.
It's good. It's good. The more eyes on them, the better, because I feel like they, more than anybody, have really changed the way wrestling works outside of WWE. And
honestly, any pro wrestling company that can thrive, not only now, especially now, but ever, is positive.
Yes. We all need some positivity in our lives, isn't that right, Fat Mac?
That's true.
Well, Kazuchika Okada has donated 5 million yen. That's $47,010 in the United States.
Don't forget the $10, buddy.
I love those exchange rates. Like, couldn't you just simplify it a little bit more?
No, they can't.
You're so close. So close.
You're right.
But the 5 million yen was donated to the Nippon Foundation's Special Coronavirus Relief Fund, according to New Japan Pro Wrestling 1972.com. Don't
Their
type that
official
whole
website.
website in, because it's NJPW1972.com. The other one's probably going to bring you to some kind of a scam.
Right.
The contribution will support doctors, nurses, and volunteers working on the front lines combating the coronavirus in Japan.
Fucking good for Okada, my man.
Yeah.
My favorite guy, not only going above and beyond in the ring, but going above and beyond outside of the ring.
Now let's see John Cena do the same thing for doctors in America.
I mean, technically you can't see him.
Chris Jericho could do the same for doctors in Canada. Alberto, we know you got the money. Cough it up. Every major, I don't know. More people.
Where you at, Billy Corgan? Where you at? Come on, quit smashing them pumpkins and start throwing some checks out there.
Stimulus. Vince McMahon. No, he won't.
He won't do that at all, not unless he gets a football team out of it.
Unless it gets him out of one of these lawsuits.
Moving into the sad stuff, the injury report. We kind of touched on this earlier, but we're going to get into the actual numbers of the deal. According to a report from Ringside News, Jimmy Uso suffered a knee injury and will be out of action for 6 to 9 months.
69 months, folks.
He needs surgery after suffering an injury during the ladder match at WrestleMania 36. The exact nature of Jimmy's knee injury or the type of surgery he'll need is currently unknown at the time.
I love the wording of that. Using knee and need is fun. Fun. What isn't fun is Kevin Owens. Well, he is. But he hasn't been part of WWE programming since WrestleMania.
And nobody noticed.
No. As it turns out, Owens suffered an ankle injury during the match that has sidelined him since, according to an interview he had with RDS.
Erds.
Or he just didn't want to be in the matches because of the COVID, and this is a fair way to say that without looking like whatever.
I mean, it could be a lot of stuff.
It
could be. Or it could
I
be.
know Sami Zayn, he had his wisdom teeth removed, and that's why he hasn't been there since WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. That one's just fucking awesome. Wisdom teeth, my ass.
I like how WWE just brought AJ Styles back after he was buried alive at WrestleMania, and they didn't do anything big for it either.
Right, that's kind of
I
sad.
had read an article where he said WWE could have and should have done more with bringing him back after that.
Well, they think that bringing these names back is going to make a difference in the fucking ratings, and it's like, no, it's not.
No.
Until there's people in the stands cheering for the people watching at home to feed off of, nobody wants to watch the shit.
As a sign of the times for how bad things were, before we linked up tonight, I was scrolling through Facebook, and I had a WWE ad pop up, and it was for Money in the Bank. And on the actual picture ad for Money in the Bank, it said, restart your subscription now.